Hi, I'm Garrison Carr.
And I'm Ryan Cole. Welcome to this week's edition of the Rambler Sports Locker. The marquee sports season kicked off Friday as Loyola basketball hosted Midnight Madness. This week we'll give you a rundown of everything that happened there, as well as a recap of Loyola's other sports.
The men's and women's cross-country teams were in action last Saturday at the Bradley Classic. The men were highlighted by senior Josh Stein, who traversed the course in 25 minutes and 21 seconds. He finished 18th to lead the Ramblers to a 5th place finish out of 19 teams, ahead of some of Horizon League rivals Butler, Milwaukee, and Green Bay.
The women's cross-country team finished 11th out of 21 teams, led by Gina Valgoy, who placed second overall in 230 runner field. Both teams are out of action until the Horizon League Championships in Cleveland, Ohio on October 29th.
The men's soccer team's match against Northwestern was canceled due to inclement weather on Wednesday, but they were able to pick up a senior night victory against Detroit on Saturday. Freshman Brian Bennett netted the lone goal of the match halfway through the double overtime period, improving the Ramblers' record to 3-6-1. They next take on Wright State on Saturday before coming home for a match against Valparaiso Wednesday.
The women's soccer team suffered another close defeat last Saturday, losing to Wright State 2-1. Scoring on a penalty kick, junior Anna McAnally notched her team-leading 4th goal of the season, but it wasn't enough to upend the Raiders. The Ramblers take on Youngstown State this Sunday at 1 o'clock at Loyola Soccer Park.
The Rambler women's volleyball team continued their struggles last week, winning just one set against Horizon League foes Milwaukee and Cleveland State. The Ramblers have 2 chances to improve their slate this Friday and Saturday as they take on Valparaiso and UIC in away contests.
The men's golf team on Monday wrapped up their fall season as they struggled to a 16th place finish in the competitive 17-team Wyndon Memorial Classic in Evanston. The Ramblers' low scorer was sophomore Alex Cusimano. The golf team will take a break during the winter months before getting back in action on February as they travel to Orlando to compete in match play.
Basketball season ramps up as Loyola junior Ben Abercamp was recently named to Horizon League preseason second team All-League. He becomes the first Rambler to be named on a preseason team since J.R. Blount was honored in 2008-2009. The 6'8 forward averaged 12 points, 5 boards, and nearly 2 blocks per game during his breakout sophomore campaign. Abercamp was joined by junior Jordan Hicks in a feature on ESPNChicago.com as they honored the best men's basketball players in Illinois.
Loyola rang in 2011 basketball season in grand fashion last Friday night with the annual Midnight Madness celebration. Rambler Sports Locker Pat Luongo was there to take it all in.
Number 33, Lindsay Sabetis. He transferred here from Iowa. Number 1. Excited if you didn't hear that bang, and I just want to tell the bang. Come out and get to some basketball games this year in the new Jet Seal Arena.
Every young guy comes on campus and they say the same thing afterwards. They said, I can't believe how nice this is on this campus. First year, you always start to try to establish your culture, what the personality of your team is going to be, toughness, effort, those kind of things. And you know, I have high expectations, but I also have realistic expectations.
There are many new faces on this year's edition of the Ramblers men's basketball team. Steve Manny set out to get to know the team.
Ben Avercamp. I'm a junior from Germantown, Wisconsin. I'm forward. I broke my nose 5 times playing basketball.
I'm Jordan Hicks from Rochester, Minnesota. I'm a redshirt junior. And I'm working to be a leader on the offensive side and defensive side. And I had a metal plate and screws hold my foot together.
Jim Kadima from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm a guard, and I like to listen to R&B.
Walter Gibler, I'm a senior from Cincinnati, and I'm a forward.
Butler by 5, hands typing down the lane, up with the right-handed layup attempt. It was a wild shot, weak shot, rebound, Gibler. Here come the Ramblers.
I'm colorblind.
I'm Christian Thomas. I'm a freshman forward from St. Louis, Missouri. Right now, my role is to defend and not turn the ball over, and I'm a big St. Louis Cardinals fan.
I'm Joe Chrisman. I'm a guard. I'm from Munster, Indiana. Kind of like a role guy on the team. Just freshman, just trying to do good things when I'm out there and play good defense.
My name is Denzel Brito. I'm a point guard on the team, a sophomore. I'm in Massachusetts. My role is just to get the team offense, lead them, be a stopper on defense. Got a little dance moves with me, you know, you might see a little bit. A little something for you.
All of those players will have important roles in maximizing the Ramblers' potential heading into this season. This week, our roundtable will discuss Loyola's prospects this year, as well as what to expect around the Horizon League.
Hi, and welcome to this week's Roundtable. I'm Kelsey Ping, joined with 2 of my co-hosts here.
Joe Flaherty.
And I'm Nick Amatangelo.
And we're going to get right into it with the basketball. I want to know what you guys think about this year's season. What does the men's team have to look forward to, and what do they need to work on? Nick, start with you.
Well, I think it's going to be a rough year for the Ramblers. New coach, Cully Porter Moser. Cully Payne can't play yet because of the sanctions as far as transferring. That's just how it works. You can't play the first year out of a transfer. So he's not going to be on the court. And we lost Courtney Stanley the whole year, injury, ACL tear. It's going to be rough without him. He's our point guard. He's the man that's in charge. Without him, it's going to be pretty difficult for us to be able to get something going together. In addition, we start the year with a pretty long away stand, spending a lot of time away from Gentile as we're waiting for it to be completed. I just don't think that things are going to be good for us this year. It's a bad equation for the Ramblers.
All right, there's plenty of bad to talk about, but you said you're on the road. You're in Champaign for the first game on November 11th. What if you go in with a replacement point guard because you're out for Courtney Stanley for the entire year? What if you go in and you be competitive, not even necessarily win, but what if you go in and win, and then that sets a precedent for, especially with the new coaching staff coming in, Porter Moser from St. Louis University. If you could bring in a replacement point guard and be cohesive and be competitive, then that shows you could probably be a little bit better than 8th in the Horizon League last year. You probably be a little bit more competitive in the Horizon League if you're playing up to a bigger potential conference like the Big Ten. So there's always a silver lining.
And I think that there's some good positives and negatives to having so many away games at the start of the season. Negatives is that where's your fan base at? You're on the road for 4 games before you're back in this new stadium. But this new stadium is going to be epic. It's going to be awesome, and the students are going to be pumped up for it. But if you're away for 4 games, then that means you get experience and you get your chemistry working together with your new coach, which means you could come back and rock Gentile out, man. And you could get the students pumped up. You've got students ready to new coaching staff, new stadium.
I just feel that an 0-4 Rambler team, it's not going to get the fan base pumped up enough. I feel that they're like, oh, we're 0-4.
Wait, they're already 0-4? They haven't even had a game yet.
Well, no, they haven't, but I mean, 4 games away from home, that's a pretty difficult stretch. And I just don't see the Ramblers doing very well away from home to start the season.
I could see it, but you know what? They also have Jordan Hicks back. He's back from his injury. He sat out nearly the entire season last year with a broken foot. If he's back and he's full force, I'm so excited I can't talk, then that's going to be great for the season. That's going to be great for the team.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Now, obviously, Loyola takes part in the Horizon League Conference. who's the team to beat? Who do you think's going to come out on top there?
You can't really go against Butler. I mean, 2 times in the national championship game 2 years in a row. I mean, I don't know how else you can
No, I am
choose.
totally with Joe on this. Homegrown Hoosier, I'm going Butler.
See, I'm going against Butler. I feel that they've lost, in the last 2 years, they've lost 2 massive playmakers for them. Detroit's returning a number of high-powered starters. I just feel that overall they're going to be the top team in the Horizon League. And for Joe Flaherty and Kelsey Ping, I'm Nick Amatangelo. Back to the desk.
That's all for this week. Join us next week as we take a closer look at women's soccer, one of Loyola's club teams, and even what Loyola athletes are eating. I'm Garrison Carr.
And I'm Ryan Cole. Thanks for visiting the locker. Don't forget to turn off the lights.